listening to Bad Decisions with Jas.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, you're listening to Season 2, Episode 14 on Bad Decisions with Jas. Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my podcast and to the shit show in which I call my life. Because, come on now, it's a shit show. You hear my voice? I don't know why, but my voice, it seems like I'm going through puberty all over again. Like, it's just cracking. It's terrible. I'm so sorry. Another podcast where you have to listen to me. Friggin', wow. Look, I obviously don't have a lot going on here, but today's topic, as you can tell, is a happy one. So let's get into the weekly updates, and then we're going to get into today's topic. I hope you guys like my shirt because I freaking love sweater weather. Sweater weather is like my time to shine, baby. I'm back. I'm here. That's what I feel like when it's sweater weather, okay? It's not fall. It's sweater weather. And for somebody who lives in Florida, fall doesn't even fucking exist anyway. So sweater weather? What's up, Shelby? That was a little dorky, but whatever. I just want to start off and say a quick shout out to my cousin because she is awesome. Okay, she texted me, like, I don't even know, sometime last week or beginning of this week. Girl, boys, my mind is done, but I'll get into that in a second. And she sent me this photo and it said, "Excuse me, tonight's bad decision isn't gonna make itself." And it was like this cute little towel. And I was like, you don't understand how much that made my day. And she listens to my podcast, obviously. That's why she sent me the photo. And I was so, oh my God, I was so happy. But obviously, text message doesn't ever get the happiness, like, fully through. See what I did there? That's what we're talking about today. Anyways, this is where the tea comes in. Okay, so one, I just want to talk about this real quick, okay? I've been having headaches for like 2 weeks now, okay? And I feel like that's actually a really bad thing, and I probably should get seen by the doctors. Here is where I'm going to tell you to check yourself, because your girl did call the doctor more than once, and I told him that these headaches had been coming, and they're really strong, okay? Like, I actually can't think. I actually am super forgetful right now because I cannot think. That's how bad they are. And I don't know why. They kind of just said, well, just slap some Tylenol on the bitch and call it a freaking day. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I would agree with that, except they are constant and they're there, very much there. So I may have done some Google search, okay? And this is my bad decision because I fear I might have a goddamn brain tumor. Tell me I'm not the only one who does that. Tell me I'm not the only one who's dramatic enough to do a Google search and then you get the worst case scenario. Look, I'm just kind of like scared about it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. My anxiety off the charts. Okay? You can't even, it's gone. Can't see it. Where did it go? Who knows? Who knows? That's where my anxiety is. And I don't know how to control it. My therapist gave me the 5-4-3-2-1 method, which if you don't know what that is, basically it has to do with your senses. You name 5 senses, then 4 senses. So, okay, maybe I should get a little bit more into depth. So you name 5 things you can see. You name 4 things you can smell. You name 3 things that you can hear. You name 2 things that you can touch. And 1 thing that you can, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what it is, but 1 thing that you can taste. I know that for sure because I was like, I had read it and it was like, well, get a piece of gum or have like a candy close to you, something that you can taste. And I was like, well, I ain't got that on me. I mean, the only thing I could taste is my coffee. I had an energy drink next to me. I tried this new energy drink, and I don't know why I'm rambling so much, okay? But just bear with me here because this has been the highlight of my week with everything going on. I had tried these new energy drinks. They're like Alani or something like that. I used to take their supplements, and they're actually really amazing supplements. And I tried their energy drinks, and I've been saying, like, for years now that I want to try their energy drinks, and I finally did today, and I'm like, damn. What have I been missing out? But I don't really drink energy drinks like that. But it was a watermelon flavor, in case you want to get on my level. It's probably the root cause of my anxiety happening now. I was like shaking earlier, and I'm pretty sure that had to do with energy drinks. So they really do work. But if you don't want to shake the way I was, then maybe stay away. My face is breaking out, and obviously you can't see it in camera because I make it not obvious, but it's been like getting on my mental health because I'm like, when my face breaks out, my face first broke out when I was 16 years old, and it was like terrible and everywhere, and my skin has gotten significantly better since then, but it still like brings my mental health down because I'm so afraid that moment is gonna happen again. And like, I remember overloading my face with makeup with it because I was just like, please, like, I'd rather put so much makeup where it looks somewhat flat than have to look at my face like this. It was disgusting. And I had never been so self-conscious before in my life. And that's just me talking about my insecurities because I am human too, and I do have problems. And anyways, the wedding is 2 weeks away. I still don't have songs. I still don't know. I don't know a damn thing, okay? And by not knowing a damn thing, I mean like the little details. I don't know anything. And I don't even have a cake yet. So that's what my wedding tells you about you. But the cake has been a pain in my ass, and my wedding planner will tell you the same thing because it's been a pain in her ass for her too. And, you know, I'm not going to just say, okay, well, yeah, I'll just spend $700 on a freaking cake. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, the wedding has been quite the shit show, and I also have to work on seating chart, and that's another story. But hi, it's already been 7 minutes. Let's get into today's topic: happiness. So I wanted to switch it up, okay? And I wanted to talk about something happy. I didn't really want to talk about any problems that we go through because God knows we all have a lot in life, whatever. I wanted to talk about something that would genuinely make us all smile because the world is hard enough. It is. And I just wanted a topic that made us all feel happy and bright and uplifted. And of course, I'm going to give you the facts because I always do. And of course, I sourced this topic, not that I think I needed to, but I have so many different thoughts on happiness, and like it goes in so many different directions, but I kind of just really want to have fun with this episode, make it less structural and more just Jazz and her bad decisions, and we'll figure out what it's like at the end, you know? Like, if we like it, then we like it, and if we don't like it, then we don't like it, okay? So, also doing things a little bit different, so I actually have a story here that I would like to read, because I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to start with a story, which I have done that before, and I wanted to start with a story, and then we can go into about the story and really dig into it. So, I picked a happy story somewhere off the internet. Okay, I'm lying. In my mind. Okay. So this is just a story of mine, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay. Please don't judge me. Okay. I get really self-conscious when I talk about like stuff like this. I don't know why. I just do. Let's read, shall we? The time I was the most happy was actually when I felt I had nearly nothing, as crazy as that sounds. The house was empty, and all I had was an air mattress with one pillow. There was nowhere to sit, and the only thing filling the house was the dust. That and our laughs. I was sad too, don't get me wrong, because there was a lot going on when we were moving out of Tucson, okay? I miss the fuck out of Tucson, and I miss that house every day, but there was just a lot going on when we were moving, which I think you guys know because I have touched on it a little bit. And I was so happy. Okay, I'm gonna continue, I'm sorry. I had nothing but a suitcase, but to be able to walk around the house and know it was my space and my rules was such a great feeling. To get ready and not feel rushed was amazing, and don't get me wrong, there had been so much happiness since then, but there's a certain level of happiness you feel when you are with someone and it feels so right. You don't have obligations. You don't have to clean anything, but it's just genuine time to bond and to love. And hubby at that time would literally, I don't know why I locked this, oh my goodness, this man was so amazing. When we had nothing, by one pillow, I mean 2 pillows, but I just wanted to say 1 pillow because, you know, my podcast, my side of the story. But he would make me chai. And if you don't know what chai is, it's basically tea. But I'm talking about chai, like the Middle Eastern way that you make tea. And oh my goodness, I think the man made me 5 cups a day. Who cares? Who cares? And it was so sweet. And it's the little genuine things that really do make people happy. It's the small things. It's being able to just sit on your air mattress because you have nowhere else to sit except the floor and just talk, watch videos together, whatever it is, and just really, really bond. And we had nothing, okay? Everything was out the house already. We were getting ready to move here, and it was so fun. It was so adventurous. It was so amazing because we had each other, and, you know, yeah, we had nothing, but we had each other. And I think that's what it is, that, you know, now it's easy for us to kind of get lost in life, all right? Because, and I say that because, you know, we have multiple properties now, so we have a little bit more stress to worry about, and that's only going to get worse. We want time for ourselves, but the only time for ourselves is after work. But at the same time, we want time with each other, but we don't really have time. I have to do my podcast. Usually that's 2 days out of my week, except today's Tuesday, so. And I just feel like, you know, we're getting so worked up in life around us, and the wedding is something I'm really looking forward to because we get to be able to just celebrate us. Yeah, we got to deal with, you know, our family, and I say that like a bad way. It's not a bad way. I'm just saying, like, yeah, okay, our family's there too. We have other people to entertain too, but it's just us. No obligations. We don't even have to worry about anything for the wedding anymore. It's just time for us to celebrate us. Yeah, everyone keeps asking me like, oh, are you excited for the wedding? It's 2 weeks away, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck no. I will be happy the day of. I am not happy anytime right now. There's just so many details that I don't know. So let's talk about happiness. Let's dig into this story. So I want to start off and say that there is no definition of happiness. Many psychologists, scientists have actually tried to find what happiness is, and most people just say it's a hormone, okay? It's your endorphins elevated, and that's what happiness is. But okay, here is the misconception of happiness. Here it is. So take notes. Just kidding, don't do that. Do whatever you want. Happiness is not a place. And you know what? I am guilty of thinking that it's a place because I always used to say, if I did this, if I were that, if I did this, you know, I would just contemplate it over and over in my head because I would overthink everything. And I'd be like, if I did this, I'd be happy. And that right there, I set myself up for failure because happiness is not a freaking place. So I think we need to all get out of that ideology that happiness is a place. It's not. It is simply a mental state. It's a feeling and a temporary one. And that is all that happiness is. So you can be happy and sad at the same exact time because they're both emotions. You can be sad and angry at the same time. Why can't you be happy and sad at the same time? You know what I mean? You can be happy and conflicted at the same time. It doesn't matter because happiness is just an emotion that we feel. So what I have to say about that, my advice that I have to give is that happiness, it's a big topic, I know, and it's like a big bubble, okay? And basically you're trying to take this entire bubble and just stuff it in your brain for you to figure out what makes you happy. But you need to really nitpick it, okay? Just decide what goes in that bubble that you want to bring into you. What does make you happy? I mean, and it's like I said, it is the little things in this story that I just said that made me so happy. It wasn't because we had nothing. It wasn't because there was dust in the freaking house, okay? Because my neat freak ass would be freaking out about it. No, it was that there was time for me to spend with somebody that I love and not be so wrapped up in the world around me. And that is what the importance of happiness is. Figure out your little things. And I will tell you a few little things that I actually am now going public with it, which is kind of nerve-wracking, but making music is one of my happiest places, okay? I know happiness is not a place, but have a happy place so that you can have a happy state. You know what I mean? Does that even make sense? That was really poetic. For me, my music is this completely new world where I just get to escape, and I mean making my own music. To me, it's like a puzzle, okay? So if puzzles are your thing, then buy a bunch of friggin' puzzles and build puzzles and call it your happy space. It was so important for me to have an office, to have an actual space, because, well, one, I don't have bath time anymore. There's no bath in this damn house. But two, because I needed a space in the house that was enough for my mind to go wild, enough for my creativity to come out. So figure out what your happy place is so that you can have a happy mental state. And yeah, I really do like that line, and I'm really glad I came up with it straight off the dome. So don't come for me. But another thing that might be your happy place. So sometimes and this is like a whole other thing, but introverts versus extroverts, different things. For me, I'm an introvert, which is why I prefer my own time, my own space. But extroverts actually find their happiness with communicating with other people. So I mean, if talking to other people is your motivation, it is what helps you get to that happy state in your mind, then go to group therapy. I highly recommend that. You get to talk for, I don't know how long it is, like an hour or maybe longer, and basically you talk about whatever you want with people, whatever motivates you. I mean, group therapy doesn't have to be a sad thing. I know there's like some kind of negative connotation with group therapy. There's not. It's just a bunch of people who just want to communicate with strangers, basically. There's nothing wrong with that. Support it. Go. Do you. I'm right here. I got a little flag. Like I said, misconception that it's a place and not a mental state. And this kind of ties into the whole, when I said setting myself up for failure. It's easy to say that I'll be happy when, or I'll be happy if. And this is why I was so guilty of it, because I said, I'll be happy when I have no debt, or I'll be happy when I get my degree, or I'll be happy when I have kids. It's simple, small shit, really, that has absolutely nothing to do with my own happiness and how I feel here. Because I can sit here and think that my future is going to be so filled with happiness, but if I spoke to 10 years ago Jazz, she'd be like, you're living the freaking life. Why aren't you happy? Why are you always stressed out? Live your life thinking as if you're 10 years younger, really. Think about it with a child's perspective. I mean, we have to grow old. That is part of life. That's normal, but nobody says we can't still be young. Now, I know there's different, and I hate this, but there's different stages to life, and I know I say I hate this, but I do fall under those categories. I'm saying to find beauty in the little things, and in the world around us. The little things in the world around us is what I should say. I love my drive to work, and I love my drive home from work. And the reason why is because on my drive to work, I get to see parents dropping off their kids at school, and it reminds me of a time in my life when my mom used to drop me off at school. And okay, I hated the fuck out of school. Let's be real, what kid doesn't? I mean, my baby sister is literally texting me about how she hates school and she thinks it's a waste of time. Different story, different topic. And it makes me so happy because it's like, oh my goodness. That is the cutest shit I have ever seen, if I've ever seen anything. It just makes me so happy. Or I love when I'm driving home from work, I love seeing like couples like walking their dogs together, or dog, just one dog. And that makes me so happy because you see them laughing, you see them so happy about it, you see them uplifted and spirited, and it's, oh my goodness, it's the cutest thing ever. And I love seeing that. And it's the little things that really do make me happy. Those little things that make me happy do take me out of the sadness that I'm feeling, or the stress that I'm feeling, or the anger, or whatever it might be. And you know what? I just want you to take a minute, if you're driving right now, to just look around you. look at the gorgeous trees. And if you're in the desert, then look at that gorgeous desert. And I know you're probably tired of seeing the desert, or you're probably tired of seeing the trees. I can relate to both. Just look at it and just be like, look at it as if it's new to you. And just really look at it and be like, wow, this really is beautiful. I mean, I can't believe I live here. You know, today I actually had a moment of happiness even in the midst of my anxiety, and it was really weird, okay? But this was a little thing that made me super happy and super excited, and I don't even know why, okay? I was actually walking to my car because I was going to take a smoke break, since obviously I can't smoke in the building. A bunch of birds, they were just flying. They were just, when I say a bunch, I'm not just saying 2 or 3. No. I'm saying like maybe 50 birds, just tiny little birds, just all flew from one side of the street to the next, basically. And I was kind of like afraid I was gonna get hit, but I was like, oh wow, it's so beautiful the way that they were all flying. It was majestic. I wish I could fly. But it's like something little like that made me happy. And I want you guys to also think about those little things that make you happy. You know, it could be as simple as somebody pouring you a cup of tea. I just think that it's so easy to dwell on all the negativity, and I say that almost every single episode, that it's so easy to just be negative all the time and bitter. And you know what? I have a million reasons why I can be bitter, okay? And anybody I know has a million reasons why they get to be bitter too. But you know what? Try and find the brighter side of things. And yeah, that's definitely hard, okay? It's definitely gonna be hard, always. Nothing is ever easy. All the good things in life are never easy to achieve. I want you to also equally balance out the good. So fine, you want to dwell on the negativity, then you better dwell on the good the same way. That was kind of like the gist of today's podcast. I just kind of wanted it to be relatable and fun, and I don't know if I got that message across. I feel like it was a little all over the place. We've been doing so many sad topics, and you know, a wedding is something to be happy about, and okay, yeah, I'm stressed the fuck out about it, and I know I'm talking about it a lot, but it is something happy to be celebrating, you know? It is something I am happy about and proud about, and I just don't want to just continue to dwell on that negativity like I did in the beginning of this episode. I noticed. Don't worry. I'm checking myself. I know this is kind of like really hard to do, okay? And I would know, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, but you need to surround yourself by good people. And let me tell you why this is hard for me. I'm the kind of person who loves to find the good in people until they show me their true colors. And the thing is even when they show me their true colors, it doesn't always necessarily translate back to me. I don't like that I can be so naive sometimes, but I also know that being happy means sharing that with people. And okay, maybe some people don't deserve it, and that's fine, but I fully believe that spreading happiness is a big thing. I would rather suppress my sadness and my anger or my anxiety and just be happy and laugh with people than have to feel like, you know, have to make them feel like they can't talk to me. That was never the kind of person I wanted to be, and never the person I ever will be. I know it's hard because I'm the kind of person who loves to socialize. I love to socialize, which is why people mistake me for an extrovert. The issue is, and this is why I say I'm an introvert, I have no motivation to leave the house to go socialize. Honestly, enough socialization for me that would make me happy is literally going through a drive-thru at Starbucks. I don't know why, but that shit makes me so happy. I feel so bright and so uplifted. I love giving compliments at a Starbucks window. I love getting compliments at a Starbucks window, and I feel like I always get one. So if you're a Starbucks employee, please always give compliments, because that shit is so cute, okay? It really does make somebody's day to give them a random ass compliment. You don't even know them. I think that is all for today's topic. I'm gonna try and keep these episodes shorter again, because I feel like the editing time for me is too long. It's already long with them being at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try and get it down. But I do want to do more happy mental health topics, and I hope you guys are feeling happy. And if you're not, then I really do hope you can find happiness just by listening to today's topic. And there goes my voice. It's done. It's gone. It's leaving me. And I hope that you smile today, because you have a beautiful smile. And when you smile, your eyes light up beautifully, like absolutely beautifully. And you can't see it, but other people can. So just smile a little bit and enjoy your day. If you're driving to work or if you're coming home from work, enjoy your day and just smile a little bit, because truly the most amazing and beautiful thing in this world is a smile. And it goes a long way, and it's contagious, and it makes me happy. If you did smile when you listened to today's topic, put a little smiley emoji in the comments, because that would make my day. Therefore, I will be happy. And I love that. Spread happiness, not problems. Also, a quote straight from my mind. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my God. I think it's time for me to go, okay? If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and put the little bell, you know, the little bell, so you can get my notifications and you can see every Wednesday that I'm gonna drop it, even though I tell you I'm going to drop every Wednesday at 12 a.m. But it's 12 a.m. somewhere in the world. And I gotta go. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in next week's episode. Be safe, be happy, and be loved. XOXO Jas.